Hari Om. When we are told to work from home, some are happy, some are unhappy. To transform unhappiness to happiness should be a task. And if you are happy to work from home, from happiness you have to learn to be creative. And that is the challenge. There's always this fear of COVID-19, and this fear is crippling us. And we have to be alert, we have to be vigilant. This is my second video to give you tips to work from home and make it a very creative process. In the last video I told you, the first discipline, the first tip is discipline. Discipline means to be a disciple. And to be a disciple means to learn, unlearn and relearn. So to work from home, you have to learn how to work from home. You have to unlearn your old patterns and relearn effectively. To do this, you have to be open. And if you are open to learn, open to unlearn and relearn, that is discipline, and that right discipline makes you truly a disciple. And therefore, the first tip in the last video, I said up to 7 tips I had given you. Now the 8th tip I'll tell you. Before getting the 8th tip, when we are told to work from home, some people are worrying, some people get upset, some people are frustrated, some people are angry. Now all these emotions will not allow you to be very effective. And to work from home, you need to be effective. Some of you may have all this, some of you may not have. So therefore, first stop worrying. Worry is like a rocking chair. It keeps you busy but leads you nowhere. Keep this in. Now the 8th tip, how to go about is, let us take the 8th tip, alright, to work from home is learn to handle fear. Oh, COVID-19, there is fear. Work from home, fear. What is the country going to be? What is the world going to be? Fear. Now, deal with fear wisely is the 8th tip. Now, how to deal with wisely? Now, there is legitimate fear, there is illegitimate fear. You need to understand. Now, COVID-19 is a legitimate fear. It is not an illegitimate fear. Now, in this legitimate fear of COVID-19, you have to make it more effective by not adding fuel to this fear, but you need to add alertness, efficiency and proficiency. So therefore, when there is fear when you are working at home, what is going to be a future? What you have to do is, first thing, right, handle fear with confidence. When there is fear, transform fear with confidence. Any confidence, a famous university in States said, it is called 3-stool technique. What is 3-stool technique? You have to feel good, you have to take responsibility and develop skills. Then you have confidence. With confidence, you can deal with legitimate and illegitimate fear. Now, for example, developing skills, it builds confidence. Now, what is the skill in COVID-19 when you get? Right, the discipline to wash your hands, the discipline to unnecessarily touch your face, the discipline to say namaste instead of shake hand, the discipline to see your illegitimate or unintelligent action of scratching your head, scratching your nose. So therefore, that alertness will give you, develop those skills. And when you become very alert, the skillful alertness will help you in your work. So to handle fear, build confidence. To build confidence, develop skill. 1. Second is feeling good. Alright. To develop confidence, you have to feel good. Now learn to feel good. While you're working at home, please feel good. Say wow to yourself. So wonderful I'm doing here. Feel good. Also feel good working at home. Right. It's time for you to relook into your life. How to kind of economize your actions more dexterously. Learn to feel good. Alright, you're seeing your family, feel good about this. And with feeling good, feeling good, feeling good. Make that feeling good a peak experience. Because when the feeling good becomes a peak experience, your action will have a luster of magnetism and therefore feeling good. Now, taking responsibility. Self-confidence, the third tool is taking responsibility. What is a responsibility? Please, the word responsibility means the ability to respond. Most of the time we react. Alright, COVID-19 you react but respond. The ability to respond is responsibility, and therefore self-confidence is built by these three stools, which helps you to deal with fear. Don't give unnecessary worry to fear. Don't participate in fear, but bring clarity, alertness, agility in handling fear. This is the 8th tip. Now, the 9th tip is, ninth tip is, hey, sometimes you get angry. I'm getting angry. Why? People have become indisciplined and therefore I'm a victim of this indiscipline. Anger will not make you effective. Anger will not bring about real productivity. When you get angry, pause for a moment, take a deep breath. How to deal with anger? I'll say a beautiful technique called Drishya Viveka. When anger is emerging, why this disorder in this world is there, it is going to be an obstacle to your work. Few minutes, close your eyes, observe the anger, see the anger. Alright, when you see the anger, anger is seen. Alright, when it is seen, you see anger is a thought. Thought comes, thought goes. Thought comes, thought goes. So you cannot be anger. The anger is seen. Alright, who is seeing the scene? See the seer who is seeing the scene. This is called in Sanskrit Drishya Viveka. So whenever anger comes, it is seen. It is a movement of thought. Thought is coming, thought is going. And therefore see it. And when you are seeing anger, you are not identifying with anger, because anger is coming and going. And then that pure seeing, without the seer, but pure seeing, when you do, magically your anger will disappear. But you're too identified, too hurriedly we identify with the scene. Like when you watch a movie, you get identified with the characters of the movie and then you start crying as though it is real. So therefore, this identification is a problem. So it's called Drishya Viveka. And therefore, the next tip I have given you is the 9th tip I have given you. When anger props up, stop. Look at anger. It is seen. Who is the seer who is seeing? And pure seeing. And therefore, when that happens, anger mellows down and disappears. When it disappears, then your energy is not fragmented. Focus on your work. Focus on your work. Then you will find you will not be efficient, you will become more proficient. You look at your family and you will rejoice there. This is the 9th tip. Alright, working from home and rejoicing that. Now tomorrow, I'll give you the 10th tip onwards.